Wah, 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 wah. Hello. Hi. Hey, Hades. Hey, Zach. How we both doing? I hope you're alright. Is the Twitch side okay? Because my stream monitor for Twitch is, like, not working so good. I'm just going to try and reboot this. It has been a while, hasn't it? It has been a while, Hades. Things are fine on your end? Alright, that's fine. That's fine. As long as that's the case, then we can work with that. But yeah, it has been a while. It's been a while on the Ace Attorney side for me because, well, I streamed it 2 weeks ago. And after that, my wife ended up losing her job last Friday, so I had to take the night off to look after her a bit and make sure she was okay. And then after that, it's just been kind of horror game after horror game after horror game. So Ace Attorney carries on the horror games because Ace Attorney is a horror game, right? Because what is more horrifying and more frightening than the relentless onslaught of capitalism, right? You know? Anyway, let's jump back in. So we are this one, the third part. No, Investigation Day 2. This is it. But yeah, I hope you're both having a good one. I hope things are going well for you. I hope that Barbed Head does not perish tonight. Does not perish upon this fine, fine Kurainist day. What do I do now? I can't believe Maya and I were actually found guilty. This trial need not be drawn out any longer. The defence has failed to counter the charge filed by the prosecution. In accordance with the law, I invoke the Defence Culpability Act against the defence. Now then, this court finds the accused Maya Fey and the defence Phoenix Wright. Bullshit. How about the legal system? That's scary, especially over there. I mean, especially, like, in this game, yeah. I wasn't sure if you meant here as in the US or Korean. Why not both? Why not both? Mr. Wright! Albie, I saw the whole trial. What's going to happen to Miss Maya now? There we go, Stream Element Spots finally kicked out the right details. I hadn't updated it, so it was like, hey, he's playing Dead Space 2, and I'm like, this doesn't look like the Dead Space I remember. Okay. In the game. Ah, got you. Understanding. Oh, excuse me. Oh, work has been very tiring. I've got a bit of coffee left. Let me just smash this back real quick, alright? There we go. Okay. Right, and I'll just bring this over here so I don't knock it over again. There we go. I'm worried about that too. But right now, I've one more thing to report, Prosecutor Sadmardi. Yes? This dagger. It bears the fingerprints of Maya Fey on it. Oh dear. Being accused anywhere is not a picnic? I suppose. I mean, I suppose it depends on where you are at the time, right? If you get caught with human flesh in your mouth and you're accused of killing the victim for sustenance, you might have a problem, right? I'm not saying you will, but it could be an issue, you know? It could possibly be a tad bit of an issue that you're going to have to deal with at some point, right? My eyes keep on looking like they're really heavily lidded. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just going to try and recalibrate my camera again. I thought I did this. There we go. I don't look stoned anymore. Yippee! The murder of Acolyte Zealot, right? At least the jury is still out on that one, so to speak. The two murders are most likely connected. If I can get to the bottom of Acolyte Zealot's murder, it might give me the ammunition I need to overturn Maya's guilty verdict. Let me help you investigate. I want to assist you any way I can. I appreciate it, Albie, but we're talking about a murder. Yeah, but it's going to be hard for a foreigner to investigate this on his own. You have a point there. Oh, I wish I knew what to do. Isn't that your benevolence? Princess Rifer? Hmm? Oh, it's you again. The dead lawyer Walking, guilty of abetting a murder under the Defence Culpability Act. Well, I see she hasn't lost any of her charm. Why the long face? I thought you'd be glad I was found guilty under the DC Act. I'm in no mood to take joy in your suffering. For I was unable to defeat you, and had to leave the job to others. I failed in my sacred duty as the Royal Priestess. I guess that answers my question. Have I misunderstood the voice of the Mitama yet again? This cannot be. Hee hee. All I did was defend my client. I can't bear to see her looking so sad like this, though. Your benevolence. Your benevolence. Hmm? Oh, barbed head. I thought you had already begun your journey to the Twilight Realm. I'm not dead yet. I still have an investigation to do for tomorrow's trial. What's this? Do you mean to say you have not given up yet? That's right. I'm going to prove Maya innocent tomorrow. Isn't that a song? I don't know the musical Heathers. I don't listen to musicals, if I'm honest. You'll be very shocked to hear that I don't listen to musicals. No, I genuinely don't know, by the way. Oh, excuse me. Oh, wow. The Shadow Realm. No! We're going to send you into the Shadow Realm, Yugi boy. But why? Why do you refuse to give up? I cannot fathom such obstinacy. Investigate all you want, I care not. You really don't mind? But aren't you worried that a lawyer backed into a corner by the DC Act might do something desperate like forge evidence? What's this? If left unsupervised, I'd be free to do whatever I wanted, you know. Okay, now to see if she takes the bait. Yes, I see your point. Barbed head. Yeah? I know what happened yesterday. Phoenix pulling out the AA era trickery. Hell yeah. You perpetrated some sort of fraud or other misdeed while I was not watching. This is clearly something from Hobonix. Hobonix. I miss Hobonix. Like, he was, for a very brief time, he was a hot dad. That explains why I misunderstood the voice of the High Priest's soul. Yes, of course. That is your only explanation. I think a better explanation is that you're a fucking idiot. I was just trying to cheer her up. Now she thinks even less of me. I must not allow you to sully our sacred hall of justice with your misdeeds ever again. Therefore, today I will be monitoring your every move once more. I will not fail to spot your misdeeds this time. The moment I see anything out of the ordinary, I will send you straight to prison. And you, boy, do not throw your lot in with this foreign devil. Foreign devil? Did you just call me a gaijin? Oh, I am outraged. I am incensed. I am extremely cross. Like, you have no idea how cross I am right now. How dare. How actually dare. But, your benevolence. It's okay, Albie. You don't need to worry about me. I'll be back before you know it. Oh, Rifer. Why is she so mean? But first, I should probably lighten my load a bit. Albie, would you mind holding on some evidence for me? Of course not. I'm always glad to help. Unnecessary evidence unloaded onto Albie. I'm really glad that the unnecessary evidence didn't include a firearm, because, like, unloading all of our ammunition onto some innocent poor child. I mean, I guess we are a Yankee. I'm sorry, I'm joking. I'm joking. Mostly. May the Holy Mother's blessings be upon you. Now then. The scene of the crime is the logical place to start. If I recall correctly, the body was found at the Plaza of Devotion. Okay. Let's go there. We're Yankeeing your chain, mate. How can we be a foreign devil when this is the foreign country? I mean, the thing with Kurumi, right, is at some point they will accept that they owe England their spices, and they will just send them with their own free will, right? Because that's what all good countries should do. Just give us their spices. Sorry, give us our spices. Yeah. Just as a disclaimer, I think British imperialism is very cringe. Please don't take that seriously. Okay. Looks like the police already finished their investigation. To think someone would be killed here. A place devoted to prayer. A body outline and flowers? Did someone leave them here in memory of the deceased? And there's something different about the prayer flags today. As the High Priest's disciple, Acolyte Zealot was utterly devoted to his training. First the High Priest and now his devoted disciple. Maya Fey will pay for this. As I keep trying to tell you, Maya has nothing to do with any of this. And you can prove this. How? What do you think I'm doing here? Gathering dirt and dust for the trial? You and your smart mouth. This is precisely why you and your loyally ilk are so reviled. Yeah, how dare we collect facts and evidence? How absolutely dare we? Hey, Mr. Wright, who's this? Oh, it's Emma! Yippee! Emma! It's that detective from your country again. Oh, it's the princess. You seem displeased that I'm here. Oh, no, don't be silly. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry about what happened to Maya. It's not your fault, Emma. You were just doing your job. And if I had just done mine... Adult Emma jump scare. She can jump scare me any day of the week. Oh, baby. Like, everything about her is just peak. Just chef kiss, 10 out of 10. Mr. Wright. It's no use crying over spilled milk. Would you mind telling me what you know about the murder? It's do or die in Corpse Brown. I mean that literally. Oh, gladly. I'll help in any way I can. Remember, I have my eyes on the both of you, so see to it that you commit no misdeeds. Of course not. Oh, you're talking to a professional here. Okay. What do you got for me? Let's see. How about starting with an overview of what happened? Sure. The victim is Pere Zealot. He was the High Priest's disciple. His body was discovered around noon today, right after the rite wrapped up. So during the High Priest's murder trial. That's right. Apparently, he'd been here praying since the day before the rite even started. Talk about serious devotion. Yeah, I barely lasted a few minutes. This is a picture of Mr. Zealot's body. Okay. That dagger in his upper back looks like it would have been particularly painful. Why has he got a peach tattooed on the back of his neck? Is this a Momotaro reference? Well, okay. Is that a tattoo on the back of his neck? Oh, it's peach-shaped. Everyone started leaving when the praying was finally done, but the victim remained bent over in prayer, and when they went over to check on him, they discovered he was dead, right? How did they not realise? Like, he's been there praying for ages, and they didn't notice a massive great fucking dagger stuck out the back of his neck. Really? You expect me to believe that? Okay, sure. Yeah, the estimated time of death is May 9th, sometime between the start of the rite and the discovery of the High Priest's body. In other words, we believe the crime took place during the purification rite, and the murder weapon was the same ceremonial dagger that killed the High Priest. The prosecution believes Maya came down the stairs after killing the High Priest, and then stabbed Mr. Zealot with the same dagger. Circumstantial evidence does point to Maya, but of course he was alive. Fuck's sake. I'll give you that one for free. He wasn't allowed to tattoo cheeks, so he went with a peach. Why would you get a tattoo of cheeks on your neck, though? I mean, I can understand the chin if you got like an ass chin, but what about the cause of death? He apparently died instantly from the dagger that was left thrust into his upper back. Dies instantly. Here's the autopsy report. Let's update it, quick. Cause of death was a spinal cord injury from being stabbed in the upper back by a bladed weapon. Okay. Estimated time of death, you say? How can you know such a thing? I want to know. Well, Barbed Head, out with it. Oh, so the Prince of the Spirit Medium King was interested in forensic science. That's definitely not a Pete's choice of tattoo. Oh my god. We're all on with the puns today, huh? I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I have no interest in science, forensic or otherwise. Nevertheless, I will someday be queen. As such, it would be wise to know what silly things the common folk believe in. There's nothing silly about it. You got your quotient of dad jokes to spout out. You know what? Yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I was clicking my back into place again. Okay, there we go. I'll have you know, even Prosecutor Sadmadi holds forensics in high regard. Does he? Oh, perhaps I should not underestimate the power of science. Still, I suppose it is nothing much compared to the divination seance. She really doesn't have an adorable bone in her body. Emma, I think she's actually interested. Would you mind explaining it to her? I guess I have to now. Okay, there are many ways to estimate the time of death, but the most well-known method uses the change in body temperature. Interesting. Body temperature drops at a steady rate from the moment a person dies. Really? Because, like, if I fall into a volcano, I don't think it's going to change steadily. I think it's going to go up very, very rapidly. Like, am I wrong with that? I think I'm wrong with that. That means we can tell how long someone's been dead by measuring their temperature. I see, I see. That was quite enlightening. Any sufficiently misunderstood science is indistinguishable from magic. Yeah, like fucking magnets. How do they work? That song was so stupid. Like, oh, this is a miracle. It's magnetism. How does it work? Through a very well explained scientific principle. The principle of magnetism. Silly insane clown posse. What you like, yes, silly goofballs. Yes, silly boys. Barbed Head, present your forehead now. What? Why? You feel just a little over 95 degrees. It seems you are not dead yet. Of course I'm not. It was but a jest. After all, you're still the dead lawyer walking. I fail to see the humour in any of this. Were there any witnesses? With so many people here at the plaza, you'd think somebody would have seen something. You'd think so, wouldn't you? But we haven't found a single witness. How's that even possible? Because everyone was bent over, utterly devoted to prayer naturally. Oh, right, the back-shattering pose that nearly killed me. Still, you'd think someone would have noticed something. I thought so too, but with the monk's scarf he had on, no one could see the dagger in his upper back. Convenient. Plus, everyone was so absorbed in prayer, they didn't see or hear anything. I can't believe this. What you choose to believe is your choice, but the fact remains there were no witnesses. However, there is one piece of irrefutable evidence. The dagger. Sadly, yes. Ugh. Tell me about the murder weapon. Could you tell me about the murder weapon? The killer used the Warbard dagger, the legendary weapon of Lady Kira. It was discovered impaled in the victim's upper back. The accused's fingerprints were found on the dagger, were they not? Yeah, they were. I've got to push my voice so high for all these. Oh man, there's too many women in this game. Okay, I'll have a quick sippy. Why are there laws of magnetism? That's a fantastic question. It's a fantastic question. So, okay, so magnetism is influenced by electric currents, charge, magnetic materials, and science. There's too much science stuff on here. All I know is it works. It ain't magic. Apparently gang signs help too. determine magnetism. So, oh my god, there's fucking math equations. No, fuck that. I'm out. I'm out. Goodbye. Goodbye. It's not magic, it's sorcery. Anyway. With such irrefutable evidence, there is no questioning the accused guilt. Not so fast. What about a motive? I had no reason to kill Acolyte Zealots. What do the police think about this matter? I had no reason to kill Acolyte Zealots. So you say, but let us now hear what the police think about the matter. The police believe Maya's the Lady Kira figure who's been battling the rebels. And since Mr. Zealot was the disciple of the High Priest who turned out to be a rebel, he too was likely a rebel and therefore met the same untimely demise as his teacher. Yeah, that's how the police currently view this crime. There's no way Maya's like that Lady Kira vigilante. I agree on a personal level, but the police are just going with what today's trial concluded. Ugh. I really blew it in court today. Why's he got that tattoo? Would this be? The water in the spring was already stained red? It's been ages since you presented evidence to me. Remember when we worked on that one case together? I seem to recall a thin layer of fingerprint powder on every piece of evidence then. Well, I guess they get that way from time to time now too. As enthusiastic as ever, Arama. Okay. Hold on. Do I need to present something to her? Okay. Let's examine the scene, actually. We haven't done that yet, have we? Acolyte Zealot died bent over in prayer. There's no trace of blood on the ground, though. The fact that there's so little bleeding could mean it was a single stab to a vital point. Not that that would have been very difficult considering the position he was in. Okay. There was something different about the prayer flags, wasn't there? Albie said these are called prayer flags, and the prayers written on them are carried throughout the kingdom by the wind. Now, if I were to pray for something, it would be for me to not get dragged into any more trouble than I already have been. I'm sure nothing else will go wrong in this game for you, Phoenix. So these flowers were left here in memory of Acolyte Zealot. What are they called? They are known as Namanda, and they are given to express sorrow when a life is lost. It seems offering flowers in memory of the dead is a universal practice. Okay. To think I would witness a lawyer being allowed to pass through this sacred gate. Yeah, well, I wouldn't unless I had to. Those stairs were brutal to climb. What's this? Do you even know how many monks would give their lives to pass through that gate? Be thankful for the great honour you have been afforded. Yes, your benevolence. She's so mean. So son. Acolyte Zealot was killed in a prayer pose. With his head bent over like that, the last thing he saw must have been this rug. It is a prayer rug woven by devout monks. May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon his departed soul. It's strange that there are no bloodstains, though. Perhaps it was so cold his blood froze, or perhaps it was absorbed by his vestment. It is pretty cold. Maybe the blood really did just freeze inside his body. Can it do that? Looks like we examined everything. Hey, Ferocious, welcome in. How you doing? This prayer flag looks much newer than the rest. Your benevolence? What does it say here? The dearest wishes of our subjects are written upon these prayer flags. Reading the prayers of others is considered rude, but if you must know... It says, at the usual spot, bring grub, the key too. Oh, that is one of the more direct and practical prayers I've ever seen. I wonder if it's even a prayer. How old is this game? This one's from 2016. It's only 9 years old. Yeah. It's a new game. It's a newfangled game, this one. Yeah. Okay. That message on the prayer flag seems a little weird, but I think I've seen everything there is to see around here. You have not found or heard anything of particular worth. Are you ready to give up? Nope. I'm not calling it quits yet. Does it look like you have any hope of winning, Mr. Wright? You thought it's a game from 40 decades ago. 40 decades is like... That's 400 years. I don't think we had video games in the 1600s. Imagine. Imagine. Oh, Reginald, please execute my wife. I'm Henry VIII of England. She just beat me at Fortnite and I'm very cross. Imagine. Oh no, Henry VIII would be the saltiest Fortnite player like you would ever seen. He'd be an absolute fiend. No, hard pass on that. Hard pass. I can't really say at this point. All I know is I have to keep investigating. You feel that Great Ace Attorney is going to be fun? Yeah, we've got that to play through, actually, haven't we? I actually do own that, by the way, Hades. I have it on Steam. You wanted to write 4 decades, but an extra 0 came in the way. Fair enough. What are you two sneaks up to? I would advise you to get back to work if you are done here, detective. Otherwise, I will report you to Prosecutor Sadmadi for dereliction of duty. I'm going. Well, see you later, Mr. Wright. And good luck. Goodbye, Emma. I should really pay a visit to everyone in every place connected with this case. Okay. Is it an open world game? Not exactly. This is a kind of visual novel come a courtroom drama game. So this is where you get to see me doing my day job. I wish that was a joke, by the way. I'm a lawyer. Yeah. So this game causes me a lot of consternation, largely because it's not really in keeping with what my job actually entails. Let's go to the High Priest's house. Hello. I'm sorry to bother you again, but the gameplay and the story are the same thing in this game. It's true. It's true. Do I know the current trend of the word goon? Yes. Yes, I do. It's very funny to me, because I'm from the era where goon was, like, someone who did your dirty work for you. Like Joker's goons in Batman. But now Joker's goons in Batman, right? Joker's goons in Batman now are the Pokemon. Because there's no law against the Pokemon, Batman. There's no law against the Pokemon. You know what I'm gonna do to this thing. Oh, it's you. Barbed Head. You are not contemplating casting suspicion on Lady Believe, are you? She lost her beloved husband, and now Acolyte Zealot was like a son to her. Of course I'm not. But since she was close to both victims, I wanted to hear what she has to say. Very well. And then there's the fact that Lady Kira didn't attack Mrs. Inmee. That probably means she isn't a rebel. Is this about Paul Perret? Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can talk about that right now. What about Maya? She's innocent. Maya? I heard she was found guilty. First my dear husband, and now Perret? Mrs. Inmee, you don't really believe that Maya's the killer, do you? I don't know. But that was the verdict, so what else can I believe? Over on YouTube, there'll be spoilers. Don't worry, I'm not going to, like, watch ahead or anything. So the thing is, like, one of my things with Ace Attorney is I play these games blind because it's more fun for me to go in not having a real idea and then seeing if I can work out the case, much to the consternation of everyone around me. That's a very fun thing. What am I to do? The verdict was already reached in your husband's case, but the truth of the matter is yet to be found. Your whole feed is filled with goon content? Oh dear. Well, I can promise you, you don't find goon content on my channel. No. Unless, of course, you count, like, killing space zombies with the decapitated heads of other space zombies as goon content, in which case, fill your boots. How can you be so sure? You thought Neptunia was goon? No. Neptunia is a meta discourse on the console wars and the state of video games today. Alright? Neptunia is not Gooner content. Neptunia is not Gooner content. How dare you, sir? Oh, I should fight you. Meet me at the back of Big Tesco post-haste, and I will do fisticuffs with thee. Because I believe Maya is innocent. That is all I have right now. My faith in her. So please, help me understand what happened. So you're defending her based solely on faith? Even though you'll be punished for abetting the accused? That's right. Alright then. Your faith has moved me. I will tell you what I can. New sorts of brain rots are coming like crazy. Yeah, I'll be honest, I've been caught up in Halo brain rot and Sonic Adventure brain rot recently. Like, yeah, Master Chief and Arbiter slide in on a wheelchair. Master Chief rizzes you and Arbiter just goes, "Ugh!" and then they vanish. And the Sonic brain rot is incredible. Like, I say incredible, I mean, it's fucking stupid, but I don't know where it's been all my life. I can't stop watching it. You've been fighting GregTech and Fire Emblem hyperfixation. See, if GregTech goes into Fire Emblem and then dies, then GregTech is permanently dead. You're free. Shadow, what the fuck are you talking about? You're a beta male, Sonic. God, that guy's Twitter was a ride. Are you sure about this, Lady Believe?
My lovely wife is also a devout follower of Koreanism. As such, she does not want to make light of another's faith. But if I find that you have lied about your faith in my affair's innocence, I shall curse your entire family and all your disciples for the next 8 generations.
Hey, leave the theater alone, buddy. Okay. People are abusing AI like crazy. You saw Stephen Hawking fighting in the WWE ring with The Undertaker? Good God. Yeah, AI has definitely gone too far in a lot of ways. Like, to a degree. I don't mind some of it. Like, in the sense of, like, if you take the AI voice of a character and it's purely being used for shitposts, like the Dagoth AI voice shitposts are actually very funny. Because there's only a limited number of voice lines that Dagoth has in Morrowind. So having him just, like, you know, talking to Moon and Star about, you know, how was your day, Moon and Star? Dagoth versus the cat kill. Yeah, exactly. See, that sort of shit, I don't mind AI being used for shitposts, but anything more than that, like when it's actually being used to generate, like, faces and animations, then not so much. So, tell me about Pere Zelot. How did Acolyte Zelot end up living here as your husband's disciple? About 2 years ago, while my husband was at a spiritual retreat in the mountains, he came across Pere collapsed on the ground. That's when he brought him here. You always were one to help those in need, weren't you, dear? Aww. And he'd been living here ever since. About 2 years ago. That's around the same time Maya arrived in Kurain. Yes, he was born in a poor village and had nowhere to call home. My husband felt pity for the boy, so he took him in as his disciple. But not only as his disciple, he was like a member of our family too. I see. If this is where Acolyte Zelot lived... You saw Queen Elizabeth too. Oh, no. Ah, welcome in, Ara. How you doing? Don't worry about it at all. Don't worry about it at all. No, it's been a while since we streamed Ace Attorney. And, like, I don't like to kick in Discord and be like, hey, I'm streaming, what's I doing? But no, it's good to see you. It is good to see you. The AI might like it. Jarvis, generate AI based on Queen Elizabeth's queefing flaps. Well, I'm going to hell now. Goodbye, guys. It's hell for me. There might be something I could learn about lying around here. There's the pictures. Jarvis, engage flappy mode. A photo of the High Priest, his wife, Acolyte Zealot, and Maya. Since Maya's in it, it must have been taken the day before the rite. That's Mrs. in me about it. Okay. Hold on. I just noticed something about that photo. To think that this would be their final family photo. That no-good Maya Fey has some nerve. I mean, here she is posing with the two men whom she would soon kill. I beg to differ. Jarvis, throw stun seeds. Stun seed these nuts. I see this photo as proof that she didn't kill them. That smile of hers does not fool me. I sense a deep and abiding malice behind it. I'll prove my smile's the real deal. Let me show you something, right? Abba Immi's wife is a fucking weeb. She's a fucking weeb. Look. These guys have magic truth rocks. They've got the butt plug of truth. But she has a weeb necklace. A weeb wristwatch even. Anything else? I think we've already examined like 90% of what's going on in here. Barbed head, it appears you are quite fond of rummaging through the garbage. I just thought there might be some other important piece of evidence in here. She's secretly the real Steel Samurai. The watch allows her to transform. Oh my god. Weaver's too close to Rebel. You know what? Yeah, it probably is. Oh, is that right? Look, I'm not doing this for fun, really. Doesn't look like there's anything else of interest in there. So we need to speak to her, huh? Okay. Oh, no, we should show it to her. Can I ask you about this photo? It was taken during the Feast of Blessings, the day before the rite was held. The Feast of Blessings? Would you mind telling me a little more about it? This photo was taken during the Feast of Blessings. Yes, it is forbidden to eat during the days of the rite, so the day before it's performed, we enjoyed dishes full of gingil, a herb known to strengthen the body of mind. Excuse me? You loved the gingil-based dishes I make, didn't you, dear? Gingil? I heard you can go 3 days without sleeping after eating some. Yes, but many foreigners don't care for it because of its strong smell. Our customs say these dishes can only be eaten the day before the purification rite, and only between noon and 3 p.m. That's pretty specific. Is it because the smell's too strong? A very good guess, indeed. It is to ensure the smell is gone by the time Lady Kira is welcomed the next day. Wow, it really is that strong. Come to think of it, the evening before the murder, an overwhelming odour was all over town. It was like a cross between garlic and mint. Oh! Wait. Doki mint. Is that what it smells like when they kiss? Alright, fair enough. I mean, you know, good for them. After the Feast of Blessings, Pere went to the plaza to begin his supplication. I never thought that would be the last time I would see him. What was Maya doing at the time? Shortly after Pere left, she went to the temple to prepare for the rite. I don't know what she did after that. Okay. So Acolyte Zealot went out to pray the afternoon before the rite. Okay, let's have a look at the court record again. I want to have a look at this statement. So between 12 and 3 on the 8th. So on the right is on the 9th, right? Hold on. Oh no, it's on the... Hang on. So May the 10th. I see, so the right's taken place like... Right, so it's on the 9th between 12 and 3, right? Okay. Okay. She prepared for the right. Oh my god. Yeah, you know, I'm not even mad about that one. According to the newspaper, on the day before the right, the plaza was so cold the whole place had iced over. Puree always prayed a lot, far more than anyone I've ever known. He was a devout young man whose faith was twice as strong as others. I don't know why, but that's kind of intimidating to me. I thought I've made some progress by now, but I haven't come across any particularly insightful information, even here. You seem disappointed. Mrs. Immy, is there anything else you could tell me? Forgive me, but if I keep thinking about those two any longer... Barbed head. Yes, I understand. Thank you for your help. I'm sorry to have troubled you. We have paid a visit to all of the people and places connected with this case. I think it is about time you prepared yourself for the inevitable, don't you? I don't think so. Lunch break's over. No worries, Zach. You take care, and hopefully we will see you tomorrow. We are playing Rip Current tomorrow, which is like dinosaur-based horror. So that should be fun. And we're starting an hour early, so it's 5 PM UK time, rather than 6. So what do I need to do next? Invest. Talk to Believe about the family photo. Talk to those related to the incident. Okay. I'm going to the inner sanctum. I'm dabbing all over your inner sanctum, Ryther. Okay. Maybe Maya's available? Maybe, yeah, that's a good idea. Oh yeah, here she is. Just have dinosaurs, hell yeah. Maya sure looks tired. I'm so sorry, Maya. I failed to defend you during that trial earlier today. I'm sorry too, Nick. I never meant to get caught up in this whole mess. Even worse, I got you caught up in it too. And you were convicted under that stupid law. Nick, you should really withdraw from this case. Maybe they'll even commute your sentence if you do. I could never abandon you like that. You might not believe me, but I'm going to pull off a win somehow. It's not like I don't believe in you, it's just... Don't worry. Maybe this extra egg court is a blessing from the Holy Mother. Let's use it to our advantage. We'll turn this trial inside out and upside down. You'll see. And round, round. I don't know what the words are. I'll spin it right round. Like a record, baby. Right round, round, round. Okay. You're awfully quiet, Your Benevolence. It is only a matter of time until your executions are carried out. I simply thought I would allow you to a good talk before you depart from this world. Sorry, but we're not giving up yet. And we won't till the bitter end. There is no need to put on a brave face. Your fates were sealed with today's verdict. Worry not of Maya Fey. The Twilight Realm will cleanse the taint from that neophyte practitioner's soul. Then, perhaps the Holy Mother may finally forgive her. Wait. Was that her attempt at comforting me? Barbed Head, further resistance shall come to naught. Stop your desperate struggle. Accept the judgment that has been passed upon you. Never! She obviously doesn't know me very well. Then perhaps your sentence will be commuted, and... Hold it right there, your benevolence. Why do you always have to be like that? Maya, what is the matter? I was simply showing some mercy upon your souls. Nick here is risking his life to defend me. And that is why I told you it will come to... No, it won't! Nick is just doing what lawyers are supposed to. He's defending his client no matter what. Enough. There is no place for lawyers in the Hall of Justice. We have the divination seance. But your insights were wrong. Oh! You told the teenager that she was wrong, and now she's very mad. Oh boy, that's gotta hurt. Don't you get it? Errors are bound to happen if your insights are accepted without question. So I ask you, Royal Priestess, what is your true duty? Angry teenage girl. Yeah. No. Maya's definitely going to die now. Because the thing is, what's now going to happen is Rytha's going to go online, and she's going to write a 1,000-page Google docie on Maya Fey and why she's evil. Oh, boy. 1,000 fucking pages. Holy shit. I'm not going into that whole mess, by the way. I'm going to make jokes about it, but I ain't getting involved with that shit. Holy balls. Do the victim souls of the Holy Mother herself wish you to judge people in error? Oh, you dare bring Her Holiness's name into this? You know nothing, you phony baloney. Please, you two, enough already. Sorry, Nick, I got a little carried away. You didn't even make 50 pages for your last school report. See, I can read and write things that are pretty long. I mean, my debut novel is 207,000 words. It's like, in standard, like, print a... what size is standard print? Hold on a minute. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, here we go. So, I've just pulled out a book, right? This is a copy of The Ill-Earth War by Stephen Donaldson, which I've got up in my office. Text size, probably font size 8, I would say. And this is about 500 pages if you include the glossary, right? Now, let me check what the word count is actually. I want to see this for the point of the comparison, right? The Ill-Earth War word count. Okay. So the Ill-Earth War is about 177,000 words, right? So my book is basically about 550 pages long. My book is half as long as that fucking Google docie. Mental. Absolutely mental. That's not really like me, huh? No, I should be thanking you, Maya. It's good to have you in my corner. How dare you mock me so? You will not get away with this. I was a fool to show you compassion, and to think I could convince you to accept your fate. So struggle all you want in the Hall of Justice tomorrow. You will receive your just deserts, as the scorn of our kingdom is heaped upon you. Our just deserts. I mean, patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. I think that's supposed to say just desserts. I can see straight through that contorted smile on your face, you know. She may say these terrible things, but it's just the way she was raised, I guess. Oh yeah, we're blaming the schools, are we? Could you try to remember what happened one more time? I've been trying as hard as I can. I can't remember anything from the middle of the right onward. Oh, right. You suddenly felt sleepy and everything after that's a blank. Even so, I didn't kill anyone. And I'm not the one going around dressed like Lady Kira. Although, it's kind of cool to think there's a mysterious female vigilante out there. Right. Oh, teehee, I killed hundreds, but I'm just 14. I mean, if you're killing hundreds at 14, then that's a good start. You know, you're on your way to a decent high score. To be fair, that is a valid defense. I mean, if you killed hundreds, probably less of a valid defense. Bunch of EXP. Oh, dear. Were you close to Acolyte Zealot? We met several times during the meetings about the rite, but I didn't know him very well. He seemed pretty quiet. Didn't you eat together the day before the rite? Yeah, we ate this one super stinky dish, but it was actually really good. I wasn't sure I'd like it, but it was love at first bite. Like, you know the salty noodles at Eldoon's Noodles? It's like if you added garlic and herbs to that and then let it simmer for a really long time. Sounds more like a hot pot than ramen to me at that point. Now I miss ramen too. So what was Acolyte Zealot like while you were eating? He seemed to be enjoying the food. But as soon as we were done, he left to go pray. And what did you do? Oh, I returned to the temple to prepare for the rite. Eldoon mentioned, hell yeah. And that coincides with Mrs. Immy's description of events. Any idea who might be pretending to be Lady Kira? When the rite started, it was just me and Abbot Immy. But the seance vision showed a third figure who looked like Lady Kira. Eldoon was a fun character. He was a man who knew the magic of salty broth. Right, he knew the magic of salty broth. And he would salt that broth until it was so salty it'd give you a fucking heart attack. Don't you fucking know? And now... Lady Kira, I wish I could have seen her in the flesh. Yeah, let's stay focused on the case, shall we? It was supposed to have been impossible for a third party to enter the inner sanctum. Oh, but what if she came from the sky? You know, like the bushy-bearded paratrooper. That man would have been no match for Lady Kira's wings. He could give you hyper... kalemia by overfeeding you salt and then operate on you. See... I should probably not be thinking about operations at all, because I've been watching playthroughs of Haunting Ground again, and, well, Haunting Ground is the game where everyone wants to tear out your womb, and the operations are not necessarily done surgically. That's from the Plume Punisher TV show, right? How did you know? Because the real Lady Kira doesn't have wings. Oh, I've got it this time. There must be a secret room with a secret door at the inner sanctum. Did you know there are 88 secret Plume Punisher betas here in Kurain? Can we please stop talking about the Plume Punisher show for a sec, Maya? I guess so. Keeping it real is much harder than it looks. Well, I should get going now. Sorry I wasn't any help. Don't worry, I've got this. We'll beat the charges tomorrow and be on the first plane back home before you know it. Then we'll go grab dinner at Eldoon's or your favourite burger joint. You pick. Sounds good. I think I'll get the extra large hamburger steak topping in my salty bowl. Best of both worlds. You can have whatever you like, but first I have to beat the charges. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it? I have a favour to ask. Okay. But, oh, I thought he'd gone quiet. Okay, but why are we whispering? I forgot I left something at the High Priest's house. It's super important. Would you mind getting it and holding on to it for me? Sure. So what's this super important thing? In my bag, you'll find a folding book. It's only given to the priestess who performs the rite. It's called the Tome of Secrets. It does sound important. How could you leave something like that just lying around? That explains all the whispering. If Rife found it, all heck could break loose. Look, it's got Lady Kira's real name written in it, so... Oh, don't tell anyone I told you that. In fact, just forget I said anything at all. It's supposed to be a secret. The Tome of Secrets contains secrets? Imagine that! What are you two whispering about? Oh, nothing. It's just you forgot something, so I thought I'd go get it. You are up to something. I just know it. Thanks, Vic. I'm counting on you. I have to go get the thing, huh? Hello? Anybody home? No answer. Mrs. Immy's probably out right now. Well, I'll just get what I came for. I am watching you like a warbird, barbed head. You had better not steal anything. I would never do something like that. I'm just here to get what Maya asked for. Then get on with it. I would if you'd stop interrupting me. Ah, here's Maya's bag. What is that strange patch on her bag? It's the Steel Samurai. He's the hero of an action hero show back in my country. Do 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 do. Absolute banger. It's actually my favourite show. She got all sorts of merchandise related to it. I see. He looks strikingly similar to the Plume Punisher. They're similar, but the Steel Samurai definitely came first. I see. How interesting. Ryfa seems genuinely intrigued. We've got the princess on side. She now wants to save Maya because she's a weeb. There must be a common thread between Plume Punisher and Steel Samurai fans. Come to think of it. Didn't Maya mention something about trading with a Plume Punisher fan? But I digress. I'd better find what she asked me to look for and get going. Let's see here. This must be that tome of secrets Maya was talking about. Let's hope Edgy never learns about it. God, imagine. Well, Barbed Head, are you finished now? I'm going to read the Tome of Secrets. Immediately. The priestess acting as Lady Kira's representative must know her name. That name is Imsan. Speaking this name is unforgivable. Lock this knowledge deep in your heart and devote yourself to prayer. A miserable little Tome of Secrets, but enough talk. Have at you. Okay. We got a drawing. Hold on a second. The string around it is coming undone. Oops. Oh no. Oh! Ah! You fool! Do not lay eyes upon it! Put it away, quickly! Before we go blind! Relax, my hand just slipped. This is the Tome of Secrets. Are you trying to get us cursed? Lady Kira is liable to swoop down and gouge our eyes out. Oh, right, this book is related to Lady Kira, isn't it? Your benevolence, would you mind if I ask you some questions? This is not something I would normally speak about to an outsider such as you. Well, can't you make an exception? No. If you insist. Nina. What of this folding book? Yes, I see. This very important tome is bestowed upon the priestess in the purification rite. Very important? What's written inside? Yes, yes. Yes, I see. Really? Is it alright to reveal that? Your benevolence? Patience, patience. The book contains Lady Kira's true name. Her true name? Is a name really that important of a secret? To a Koreanist priestess, a person's name is one of the most important things to know. Okay. What's so important about a name? Without a name, a priestess's voice will fail to reach a person's mitama. It is much like trying to send a letter without the recipient's address. A spirit can only be identified once you know the deceased's face and name. Oh, I get it. It's like when you see someone in a crowd you recognise but you don't know their name. It makes it impossible to get their attention. Indeed, you must know a spirit's face and true name before you can commune with it. It is the same for Koreanism's most secret art, one that my mother alone may use. The Queen has a secret art? Huh. It is something a foreigner such as you could never hope to guess. Is it spirit channeling? In Koreanism, spirit channeling is a secret art that can only be performed by the Queen. No one else is supposed to be able to do it. I should pretend this is all new to me. Besides, I get the feeling she secretly really wants to tell me all about it. I know what the Queen's secret art is. It's for the forbidden. It's the forbidden impo. As still as the forest. What is it? As fast as the wind and hotter than fly. No, I'm fucking up the quote here. As fast as the wind and as still as the forest, hotter than flames and more majestic than a mountain. Ba bang 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 gudamashi da 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 manly he. How are these Furin Kazan jokes working? Bang 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 ba bang 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 ba bang. I missed that. Oh. Come again. Oh, sorry. Maybe we shouldn't talk about this. It is a secret after all, right? It is the secret art of spirit channeling. But I suppose those words are meaningless to you. I'm just surprised how willing you are to tell me about it. A third-rate lawyer could not channel spirits simply by learning of the technique. Third-rate is a bit harsh. I'd even settle for second. What is it? You have the look of a tentacled hag frog upon your face. What the heck is a tentacled hag frog? Something I'm going to have sex with. I'm sorry, that just kind of slipped out. Everything got a bit... Huh? What? The hell happened there? Wait, what? Why is it disconnected from VTube Studio? Huh? The fuck? Hold on. What the hell? Let me just try and reboot this. Hold on. I'm just going to try and reboot tits. It was working earlier. Fuck ass fucking program, I swear down. Right, just give it a second. Right. There you go. Free yeet. There we go. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Spirit channeling. That's where a medium lets a spirit possess a body to return to our world, right? Well now. Ow. I see you have done your homework. Oh, I guess I studied a bit. With the power of spirit channeling, one can bring back even the most ancient of spirits. It is quite a magnificent power, is it not? I've never seen her eyes light up like this before. I imagine they're pretty shocked when they come back from ancient times. Indeed. A spirit's memory is cut off at the moment of death. So even a spirit that is brought back after centuries doesn't sense any gap in time. Between the moment of its death and the moment it's channeled? Yes, and yet it clearly recalls all of the memories it had in life. Excuse me a second, guys. Sorry, I just need to get myself comfortable. Hold on. That's really difficult to do in this position. There we go. Ah, that's better. That's better. Okay. Ah, much better. Thus, even heroes and scholars of antiquity can be channeled and directly learned from. Our queens have also used this power to help the rulers of neighbouring lands seek counsel. That is why we have never been invaded, and how we have maintained our unique culture. So spirit channeling is a really effective tool for international politics. It is indeed. And that is why only those with the power to channel spirits may rule our kingdom. Wait, what? But of late there has been an endless influx of illegal immigrants from neighbouring lands. The fools come seeking the same great power as my mother. Illegal immigrants? Oh, for fuck's sake, is this a fucking Brexit game now? Ah, goodbye, Ace Attorney. Goodbye. Ah, dear. Okay. Yes, it's becoming quite a problem. Some have lost their way in life and look to Koreanism for their salvation. The sins of Brexit. The sin of Brexit was just being a stupid fucking idea in the first place. Like, the amount of idiots who got suckered into thinking it was going to be a great thing. It's just like, no, it's just shit. It was always going to be shit. All you had to do was think critically for like 2 seconds. You'd be like, oh, this is going to be wank. This is going to be terrible. This is going to be the worst. But people did not. They were just like,
we can get rid of the Imogens. All the people called Imogens are going to get thrown out.
and it's like, nope. Nope. Hee idiots. Among them are also those of dubious nature who have been driven from their own lands. Dubious nature? Driven from their own land? Gasp and Pain definitely fit that bill. But they sure weren't treating him like an illegal alien. He's going to pay 20% more for all the groceries? Yeah, we already are. That's been happening for a while. Like, cost of groceries keeps going up. It's getting to be a problem. Can you channel spirits your benevolence? I am but the royal priestess. There is still much that I must learn. As of now, the divination sense takes me to the very limit of my ability. So a spiritual power doesn't measure up to Maya's. You were just mocking me in your mind, weren't you? Don't be ridiculous. It is written all over your face, you impudent nincompoop. The divination sense was once one of the important roles fulfilled by the Queen. That is what my mother taught me when I was little. So the Queen can perform the dance of devotion. That'll be a sight to see. Someday, I'll be a powerful priestess and queen, just like my mother. And the divination sense is a vital part of my training to prepare me for that day. Forgive my ignorance, your benevolence. Huh. You shall see. It will not be long before I too master the secret art of spirit channeling. I'll be a magnificent queen, who unites her people for the greater good of Kurain. Oh, so she's Tau. Okay. This priestess is a fish. She's a fish. Now I see. Spirit channeling is something she really aspires to. I'm going to ace that test and become the next master. After all, I can't let my clan and the other villagers down. It looks like she actually has something in common with Maya. Are you quite through now? There are more important things to do than to stand here and talk about spirit channeling. She seems to generally care about more than herself, despite being a massive brat. Yeah. Like, she talks about the greater good. And that tells me that when the Space Marines come, she's going to have a very bad day. Right? She's going to have an extremely bad day. Because the Space Marines will just be like, greater good? How about you greater good these bolts? And it'll just be like, blam, 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 blam. Terrible mess. Because bolters explode things. That's true. It doesn't have anything to do with this case as far as I can tell. Or does it? If the Queen is a spirit medium, are you about to suggest that my mother was channeling Lady Kira? I guess she saw that one coming. Lawyers are indeed a witless breed. On the day of the ride, my mother was engaged in other duties at the palace. Of course. Rifa's probably the only character that gets valid redemption, mostly because she's 14. She's an immature and sheltered kid. So I know exactly what the right way to do a redemption for this kid is, right? And, well, you've seen those gifs of Simba getting thrown by Rafiki off of Pride Rock. So when you're gonna get thrown down there? You know? My mother is a very busy woman, and the idea itself is preposterous. Do you truly believe the Queen of Kurain would personally battle the insurgents? This is precisely what makes you third-rate. Another dead end. This is bad. That's not a redemption, that's a punishment. No, it's a redemption from the crime of being an aristocrat. I mean, it's either that or we just, like, eat her, I guess. You know. A bit of cannibalism? I don't know. I don't think there's enough to, like, there's not enough meat to satisfy a crowd. You know, it'd take a lot of cooking. You'd have to kind of render the flesh into jerky, and that's going to take too long. Down with the aristocracy? Yeah, I knew a French person would get it. I knew someone from France would understand that point. Viva la révolution. Anyway, I need to continue looking for leads, so... Over there, after him, don't let him escape. What's going on? What is all that racket? What? That escaped prisoner has surfaced here in the town. Escaped prisoner? Uh-oh. You mean that guy with the bushy beard? There is no reason to panic. The police are on his trail. There is a manga called Drama Queens where the main characters eat the rich. Technically they're aliens, but who cares? I mean, as long as they're rich, then they're edible. He's no longer a suspect, but he might know so considering he was at the scene of the crime. What if he did it? Let's go take a look. Wait. I've got an idea, you know. So, this guy, this bushy bearded guy, what was his name again? It was something stupid, wasn't it? He's not on the list. It was, That's Arable, wasn't it? Yeah, That's Arable. So, That's Arable is a rebel. The priest is a rebel. What if the priest was trying to bust him out of prison? Like, if the priest was trying to bust him out of prison, and someone's caught him doing it and he's been killed for it. But then that doesn't explain this guy. I think I'm onto something. Oh, my aching back. I forgot how badly I'd injured it. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, I need to do some stretching and exercise when I get back home. Oh, Mr. Wright. There's Albie. Hey, Albie. That's Arable. Have you... Ow, 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 ow. Are you alright, sir? 1 second. Dies instantly. Have you seen the escaped prisoner around here? Oh, that's why all those police came rushing over here. I heard them saying something about an escaped prisoner disappearing in this area. He disappeared in this area? He couldn't have taken to the air again, could he? Barbed head. I told you to wait. It's too dangerous for you around here, your benevolence. Mr. Arable could be lurking nearby. What sort of a princess would I be if all it took was an escaped prison to frighten me? She's fearless, I'll give her that. I can't be responsible if something happens to you. As long as I'm here, though, I might as well search the area myself. If I was an escaped prisoner, where would I hide? I know exactly where he is. I know exactly where he is. Watch this. Allow me to explain. This bird is known as a warbird. It's only found here in Kurumi. Oh, right, the bird Lady Kira based herself on. It's a really beautiful bird. Tourists must love it. They usually do. There's just one thing about it that's kind of hit or miss. Its unusual cry drives children to tears. It can even make some adults collapse in fear. Maybe they should keep such a fearsome creature in a less crowded area. Okay. So he's not hiding it. He's not the bird. I was so certain that he just put a bird mask on and that was him. But I seem to have hit a dead end there. Inside the cow? Hey, Albie, what's this cow-like animal? It's a yak. They carry heavy loads and provide milk. They're indispensable partners in our daily lives. His bird imitation is usually so good. Wait a minute. Hang on. So he's Lady Kira. Interesting. Interesting. So, if he's Lady Kira, does that mean that he's in a lesbian relationship with a pink-haired rapper? Dark secrets, chat. Dark secrets. Oh, and they're also prized for their meat. Ow. You know, the meat you enjoyed so much last night. Oh, partner must mean something else here. On the roofs? In the shop? Behind there? He's in the sewer. That manhole cover is open. Whoa! What is it, Shadow? Did he sniff out someone or something in the manhole? Now I wonder, could Shadow track Mr. Arabelle if he had something with the Rebel's scent on it? I don't know. I feel like I've got something with Mr. Arabelle's scent on it. Something he might have touched. Let's try this. Here, Shadow. How about this? I hope it works. I think he's picked up a scent. You mind if I borrow Shadow for a bit? By all means. I had no idea you could do this. Yeah, go get him, boy. You're benevolent, so I'm heading down the manhole now. It could be dangerous, so please wait here. Wait. Don't worry, I won't commit any of those misdeeds you're so worried about. That is not what I fear. There may be a vicious insurgent lurking down there. Oh, you worried about me? No, I was simply wondering why you would go to such lengths in your investigation. After all, if you would simply withdraw from this case, they might commute your sentence. I'm doing this to prove my innocence. But how can you be so sure of the accused's innocence? She has already been found guilty. Because it was bogus. Is this dog going to testify? It's going to testify while doing jazz hands. Don't worry. Maybe this extra day in court is a blessing from the Holy Mother. Let's use it to our advantage. We'll turn this trial inside out and upside down. You'll see. Okay. I believe in her. If she says she's innocent, that means she's innocent. Phoenix needs to answer because your justice system sucks. Yeah. Like, imagine if your justice system was based on interpretive dance from a fucking teenager. Stupid. It's almost as stupid as a system of government being based on watery tarts lobbing scimitars out of ponds. Madness. Lawyers must trust in their clients to the bitter end. That's just what we do. You lame brain. Do what you will. Well, I'm going in. Let's go, Shadow. You know that reference? Hehe. Excellent. Be careful. I will. Maybe. Okay. Wait, come back here. It's pitch black down here. I can't see a thing. Ah! Oh, ow. Huh? What happened? I went down into the manhole and then... Oh, you finally came to. Ah! I'd remember that face anywhere. And that dragon symbol on his armband. That's the mark of the rebels. There can be no mistake, it's him. That's Arabelle. Yikes! He's got a kukri. What? Sorry I got a little rough with you back there. Thought you were the cops. Why are you making that face? Here, want an apple? Okay. He's a fucking hamster. Whew. I thought he was going to kill me. I'll pass on the apple, but thanks. I've only got apple, but not right now. What is this place? This is the office of my brother-in-arms, Dirk. Wait, is this guy Larry? Is this just like Kuranus Larry? Oh my god. But right now, we're using it as a rebel safe house. Wait, back up a sec. What kind of office is this exactly? A law office, what else? A law office? Wait, hang on, these guys are rebels because they're lawyers. You could say that they're a rebel without a laws. Really? Dirk used to be a lawyer? Yep, just like you. Kurain's public enemy #1 is an ex-lawyer, didn't see that coming. I don't suppose I'll be coming round here anymore. You won't? Are you planning to flee or something? It's just, I want to get out of the rebel business. Tired of being hunted by the cops and all that. So I came back today to pick up the last of my stuff. Really? I'm going to sell Dirk's info to the Minister of Justice and slip out of Korean. Wait a second. He's a wacky motherfucker. He's from One Piece. You're a key person of interest in this case. You can't go running off like that. Relax, will you? I'll tell you whatever you need to know. Oh, and sorry about punching your lights out back there. My bad. So, Mr. Lawman, what do you want to know? Tell me about the murders of the High Priest Trust in Me and his acolyte Perez Zealot. He's like Mike Meekins, but tolerable. He's also not Scottish. He's also not Scottish at all. Sure, I'll tell you whatever I can. Don't know if I'm with my job, though. I mean, I'm not a rebel anymore, so... I wonder how true that really is. Okay. Tell me everything you know about the High Priest murder. Well, as you know, I don't remember much about that. I banged my head in a rock as soon as I parachuted into the inner sanctum. So when I told you I had nothing to do with his murder, I meant it. Okay then, where were you when you came to after banging your head? By the time I came to, it was already dawn. I must have been out cold the whole time. So you didn't see the crime happen at all. You got that right. Shit. Hold on. Okay. Then why did you say you did when you testified? Oh, about that. Since I didn't remember a thing, I was afraid I'd seem suspicious, so I came up with that whole story. Oh, you motherfucker. Does he even realise how much trouble his big fat lies caused me? Sorry for the trouble. It was definitely my bad. He doesn't seem very sorry to me. So the bottom line is that you were at the scene of the crime but weren't involved in it. Got it. Okay. Dirk the attorney. So Dirk used to be a lawyer. Yeah, he was a force to be reckoned with back when he was still practicing. He was a juggernaut of the law and as mighty as a dragon. He could strike terror into a prosecutor's eye just by glaring at him. People called it his dragon's glare. He's even got criminals to confess and pass out with a well-placed glare. You've got to be kidding me. But most important of all, he would never surrender. He'd fight for the accused no matter how the odds were stacked against him. Is that what you mean by the will of the dragon? Yep, that'd be it. Actually, your work in court yesterday was mighty impressive too. You didn't give up no matter how hard of a beating you took. Not unlike Dirk, I might add. Oh, thanks. Even if a big part of that beating was because of you. Okay. Let's show him this. Is this a parting gift for me leaving the rebels? No. No, you can't keep it. I'll just ask what I can do for now. Oh, I can for now. Okay. Maybe we need to examine some shit. Is this a law book? A dragon mark's been branded into the cover. That's Dirk's law book. Really? The leader of the rebels? That Dirk? Come on now, Phoenix. Oh yeah, Cusco's poison. That's right, and the mark of the dragon is the emblem of the rebellion. Oh, the pages in this one section are really dirty. Must be the section on the Defense Culpability Act. Okay. He must have done a ton of research on the DCA. He practically wore out the entire section. There's a knife driven deep into a photo of the Queen. I guess the rebels really hate her. I better remember to stay on the good side. Ah! Is that coat yours, Mr. Arabal? Nah, it belongs to the rebel leader, Dirk. It's pretty impressive. I like the colour too. Want to try it on? Really? You sure it's okay? Of course! Bet it will look great on you. Well then, don't mind if I do. Ah, it smells all mouldy. I can't believe you fell for it. That thing's been hanging there forever. Note to self, don't trust this guy ever again. You guys get electricity? Yeah, but the power goes out occasionally. That's pretty inconvenient. You're telling me, sometimes it goes out for an entire day. What about the stuff in the refrigerator? Why don't you see for yourself? Forget I asked, I'm afraid of what I might find. He's going to find one of Crony's sandwiches. Bet. Ow. Oh. Incense and white flowers. The flowers are still fresh. They must have been put in maybe today or yesterday. Did you put these here, Mr. Arable? Something wrong with flowers? No. It's just a traditional thing here in Kurumi. Pay it no mind. Is that so? Ah, oh, damn it. I thought I was onto something then. There are bowls and platters of food here. They're still warm, as if this was all recently prepared. You must have a pretty big appetite, Mr. Arable. Guys as big and strong as me. Got even bigger appetites, you know. But you just fled from the police. I don't know how you could eat this much after all that excitement. Yeah! Sorry if I offended you. But first, let's start with an appetizer. Where's he getting all these apples from? They up his ass. He birthing them from up his ass. Want to join me, Mr. Lawyer, man? Got plenty of sewer lizards, too. Thanks, but I already ate. Ow. Look, you eat at me all you want. You know it's true. This looks like a photo of Dirk and his compatriots. And here's one that looks really old. That's Apollo. That's Apollo. And what looks like Nayuta? Apollo's just got a new backstory. Yeah. Yeah, he did a bit, didn't he? It's taken about 20 years ago. Those are Dirk's sons. Hold on. Apollo's a fucking Jedi. What? So Dirk Vader is his father. Really? So this is the rebel Dirk in the center. He doesn't look so evil. And both of his sons look kind of familiar. The one on the left is Yuti. Oh, but you know him as Prosecutor Sadmadi. Prosecutor Sadmadi is Dirk's son. That he is. Yuti was once a rebel too. He used to really respect his old man, both as a father and as a lawyer. Then why did he become a prosecutor? Being a lawyer in this kingdom is the same as signing your own death warrant. On account of the DC Act, right? Yeah, that's why Yuti decided to be a prosecutor instead. He wanted to spark a revolution from the inside so he'd dove right into the enemy's den. I would have never guessed it looking at him now. You can say that again. Dirk is battling to change Kurumi's legal system. The will of the dragon spurs him on. We all thought Yuti was taking up the mantle to carry on that will too. We were sure he'd help overthrow Garan one day, but as you've seen, he now uses the law to do her bidding. Dirk's been beside himself, so he no longer carries the will of the dragon in him, huh? I wonder what happened between father and son for it to come to this. What about the other child in the photo? That's Dirk's adopted son, but he's gone back overseas. His name's Apollo. Dun dun dun! Apollo? Wait a second. That bracelet. It really is Apollo. Dun 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 dun. He was a rascal, that one. His voice could shake the entire room. I imagine he's out there raising IL somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure he's doing just fine. Phoenix is really bad at facial recognition. Yes. Considering how far he's come, Mr. Arabal's description really doesn't do Apollo justice. Ha! I see what you did there, Phoenix. Apollo! I've been watching you grow over these past 2 years. That's why I know you're ready. Why I know I can leave truce in the office to you. I believe in you, Apollo. Thank you. I'll be fine. Everything will be fine. He's a responsible young man now. He never lost that loud voice, though. Well, I got to start packing. Who knows when they might catch up with me if I don't scram soon. Please, wait. I still need to ask you something. Oh, hold on a minute. What's that? Okay. Go ahead, shoot. What are you rebels trying to do? And why were you at the Inner Sanctum in the first place? Why were you at the Inner Sanctum on the day of the murder? Or more precisely, what were you trying to do there? I was trying to escape from prison, that's all. But that high priest was a fool for getting taken in by Dirk. He should have tried hightailing it out of Crane like I'm doing. Bum 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 bum. Dong 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 dong. Oh shit. Psyche locks. Mr. Arable is hiding something, but I want exactly what so I can undo the locks. What exactly are you trying to hide, Mr. Arable? Huh? I'm not hiding anything. No way, no how. A moron like him manages to have full psyche locks. Alright, let's fuck this guy up the ass with the magic truth rock. You think we got everything? Ara, do you think have we got everything we need for this one? Hades thinks we do. So if I get like a vote of confidence from both of you, I'll dive in. Let's just go over the so we've got the badge, we've got the newspaper, we've got the autopsy report, Inner Sanctum photo, my statement. You think we got everything as well? Alright, let's do it. That's 2 votes to 2. Sorry, give me a second. Did I send just then? Hold on. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter anyway. Let's jump on in. Yeah. Take that. Okay. I'm going to ask you again. Why were you in the sanctum on the day of the murder? Or more precisely, what were you trying to do there? You can keep asking, but the answer's still the same. I was trying to escape from prison, that's all. But the high priest was a fool. He fell for Dirk's line and sold his own country out. How can you say such things about him? He helped you escape, didn't he? Don't you even care about what happened to him? Nope, I was getting out of the rebellion anyway. He should have opened his eyes. We never stood a chance against the Grand regime. Hang on, do you really believe what you're saying? Didn't the High Priest's death really hurt you on the inside? Like I just said, I couldn't care less about the whole thing. I beg to differ. This wouldn't be here in the room if you didn't feel a thing. Well, the only thing we've got from this room is the law book. This wouldn't be here in this... Oh, wait, no, it's the flower. The flower. I think. Hey, that's Arabal. Take that. I heard these flowers are offered in memory of the dead here in Kurain. The High Priest's death hit you hard, so you've been grieving here all alone, haven't you? Well, hee-hoo! Those flowers don't mean anything. It's just a Kuraini's way of saying goodbye. Why hide the fact that you're mourning his death? You're reading into this too much. I told you, I'm done with the rebellion. I haven't even heard from Dirk and the rest of them for a few days. And tomorrow I'm planning to kiss this kingdom goodbye. No, I know you've been in contact with the other rebels lately. And how exactly do you plan on proving that? This piece of evidence ties you to the other rebels. It's this one. Because it says... At the usual spot, bring Grub the key too. And this was what led us to him. Take that. I found this prayer flag at the Plaza of Devotion. You wrote a message on it and left it behind for your fellow rebels, didn't you? They brought this food for you at your request. So you're lying about leaving the rebels. You're still involved with Dirk and the rest of them, aren't you? Yeah. He's like a fucking One Piece character. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? Oh, you're good, Mr. Lawyer Man. I admit it, I requested the grub. But I was just taking advantage of him, that's all. What do you mean? With my face plastered all over the place, I couldn't stay out in the open anymore. So I just took advantage of my former comrades for some grub and a place to hide. I was going to kiss this kingdom goodbye tomorrow. I'm not buying it. You're obviously lying. I can tell just by looking at you. The white-hot flames of revolution definitely still burn on inside of you. What? That's ridiculous. Those flames burned out a long time ago. This proves that the flames of revolution still burn on inside you. Huh? I feel like it's the book. Branding it with the Defiant Dragon's mark demonstrates the strength of Dirk's convictions. But I mean, it's not his book. But the fact he has it here... It's the only thing I think I've got. Hold on.
Take that.
Dirk's lawbook? I'm not a lawyer, so what's that got to do with me? Look at the mark branded on the cover. This mark that stands for an unwavering commitment to the revolution. It's Dirk's way of representing the will of the dragon. Yeah, so what of it? You have that same mark on the scarf tied around your left arm. But you wouldn't be wearing that if you were no longer a rebel. Ah, I forgot to take it off, that's all. No, as a wanted man, that should have been the first thing you took off. The fact you haven't hidden that mark yet proves you're still a rebel. Hoo-ha! Think what you want, but you don't know nothing about me. No, you're wrong. You wear your heart and beliefs right in your sleeve, just like me. And this is what I believe in. The Steel Samurai.
Take that.
Did we actually just present our badge and it was the right thing to do? What? Ah? When a person's back is against a wall, always fall back on what they believe in. Just as I always have my badge, you always have the will of the dragon with you. And would you risk your life for your beliefs? No, I wouldn't. No? No, because I wouldn't be much use to my clients dead. Now admit it. You've never once thought about leaving the Defiant Dragons, have you? That look in your eyes, it's just like Dirk's. Looks like you've got the will of the dragon inside of you too. You think that's the second time in this game? I must have forgot the other one. I had planned to take you out if you turned out to be on the side of the Royals. But I think I could trust you. I can't believe I was that close to getting shanked here. It's like you said, I've no intention of leaving Dirk's group. In other words, you were testing me. You're a foreigner, and a lawyer who's been charged with abetting a criminal to boot. And I've seen a fair share of lawyers get pardoned, after weeping at the feet of the Queen. Well, I'm going to keep fighting till the end. Yeah, I can see that now. Sorry I ever doubted you. So what are you doing here anyway? I came to get the secret hideout key from a helper. A secret hideout? Yep, I was supposed to get my next order from Dirt there. But the town's swarmed with cops thanks to that murder. Nothing I can do about that. What about the order Dirk was supposed to give you? Gonna have to abort that mission. Now I'm just lying low waiting for a chance to make contact with Dirk again. Hey, what a long face. I thought you'd be able to tell me something about the High Priest's murder. Sorry to disappoint you. Oh, I know. Let me make it up to you with this. Oh my god. We have to examine the orders twice? I've got something better, Ara. Right. So we need 6 more of these. We need 6 more of them. Oh my fucking god. We're summoning Shenron. Madness. Madness. What is it? This orb is actually a key. It opens the door to one of our secret hideouts. I can't say any more than that. Anyway, I hope it helps. This orb is a key? Yep. Plus the hideout's in a totally unexpected location. It's in the plaza, isn't it? And being that it's super secret, we couldn't have just any ordinary key. I see. I know exactly where I need to take this. Maybe this will help me unravel the truth behind this case. Thanks. Don't mention it. Besides, you're a fellow brother in arms fighting the powers that be. If it help you, feel free to pick my brain a bit more. Okay. So, orders. Everyone's been talking about the return of Lady Kira lately. Well, my friend Maya suspects of being the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. You wouldn't happen to know she really is, though, would you? Beats me, but whoever she is, she bushwhacked me and hauled me off to jail. Even worse, on top of attacking us and delivering us to the cops, she's been watching us like a hawk and framing us for different crimes. Watching like a hawk? Framing you for crimes? Why would anyone go to all that trouble? Our kingdom likes to pretend that its people are free to think what they want. Because of that, the authorities can't arrest you for just sympathising with the rebellion. So the resort to framing people for things they didn't do. Then that Lady Kira figure is... Yep, she's just some lick-spittle working for the Garan regime. Wow. Huh. Even without the DC Act, Dirk and his insurgent scum buddies' days are numbered. What's that supposed to mean? Let's just say I got a little trick up my sleeve, so I'd watch it if I were you. Cause you got a defiant attitude, like one of them dragon dupes. The Grand Regime? Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that very much at all, no. So who's talking about Lady Kira, then? Advanced combat skills, detailed surveillance, and clever setups. She's no amateur, if you ask me. So you're saying the monarchy is using Lady Kira to secretly take out the rebels? Exactly. The Grand Regime is using it to control the people, even down to what we think. Why don't the people protest if the monarchy is doing things like that? Unfortunately, we don't have any conclusive evidence. And without that, we can't prove anything. Oh, I know the feeling. If I bring this up in court, they probably dismiss it out of hand. I'll have to unmask Lady Kira if I want to get anywhere. Okay. Goal of the revolution. Tell me about that. Our goal is to get rid of that evil, no-good DC Act. I can tell just by looking at Dirk's law book. The DC Act has turned this kingdom into a corrupt cesspool, where false charges are overlooked and prosecutors are the only ones heard in court. It's been 23 years since it was first enacted. What happened 23 years ago to make them pass such a terrible law? The assassination of Queen Amara. That's where it all began. It happened before I was even born, but Queen Amara, the previous queen, was assassinated. And it was the rebel leader, Dirk, who did it. Dirk assassinated the former queen, didn't he? That's the official line, but... The official line? Those charges were completely trumped up. Dirk was framed, I'm telling you. He was. Plus, Dirk was a lawyer. Once the people thought a lawyer killed the queen, they turned against all lawyers. And that's how the DC Act was first passed. So that's why there aren't any lawyers left in Kurain. I'm going to spitball something now. And I just want, like, a yes or a no answer as to if I've done it again, right? So we know that Dirk is the leader of the rebels. We know that Dirk hates the queen. It looks like someone in power has framed Dirk for the murder of the previous queen. Are we going to find a situation where the final case is us trying to nail the queen for murdering Dirk? No, there's no way. There's no fucking way. Surely not. Surely not. No. No. That would be outlandish, even for this series. You can't answer that! I've done it again, haven't I? I've done it again! Fuck's sake. Okay. That was a turn I was not expecting this game to take, but alright, we ball. Taking down like the royal family. Fuck yeah, I'm gooning right now. Man. Even worse, it changed the significance of the divination seance. The significance of the divination seance? They were holding seances in court even before the DC Act? You bet they were. Lawyers and prosecutors used to hotly contest the insight that came out of seances. You mean like what I've been doing? Yeah, right, it's like Dirk used to say. The royal priestess's insights are just another piece of evidence. Right. I see what you mean about the significance of the seance changing. Yeah, the insights became the only truth, and arguing against them was banned. As royal priestess, it is my duty to reveal the truth through the divination seance. This time, I will prove that the insights I gleaned thereof are the very truth itself. Prepare yourself, for this shall be your last trial, and your last rites. Tomorrow shall end with you under the headsman's axe. From what I've seen, Rife would agree with that. This kingdom's a shadow of its former self. It's become a dictatorship where the royals use the fear of trumped-up charges to rule. And that's what Dirk's been rebelling against. Yep, all we want is to live in a kingdom with a fair and impartial legal system. And there's only one way to make that come true. Overthrow the current regime. Oh, fucking hell. Well, okay. We have to take down the enemy prosecutor. We have to take down the film star. We have to take down our mentor's husband. We have to take down the head honcho of law. We have to take down an international spy. We have to overthrow an entire fucking regime. That escalated very quickly. With the CIA. Is he wrong? No, he's not wrong. But, like, I just didn't expect it to escalate so far, so fast in the series generally. So that's the truth behind the rebels. Well, PW, my friend, it's about time for me to get going. After all, I am the fangs of the Defiant Dragon. That's horrible! You're not going to do that alley-oop thing again, are you? Let's just get into that. See you when I see you. Alley-oop. Why does he have to jump like that before running off? Well, I guess we're friends now. But enough about that. I already spent way too much time here. You gotta go, Hades? No worries, no worries. I don't think we've got too much longer until the next bit of this anyway, but we'll see how we go. It's like, in fact, it might be a good place for us to wrap things up tonight, just 'cause my voice is starting to hurt a bit. Let's let Phoenix get back upstairs. Oh, cutscene? No. Whew, finally got out of there. Yeah, that seems like a good place for us to wrap things up, so I'm just going to pull over here. Woo. Yeah, maybe a bit of a weird place to stop, but like I said, my voice is starting to hurt a bit, and I think we're probably going to be going into the trial soon, aren't we? Day 2, locating the hideout. Yeah, so day 2 is going to go on for a while. Okay. Right, let me just... We've saved that, so we can close off that. There we go. Okay. Right, so... I think probably the thing for me to do now is I'm super tired, guys, so I'm going to just go straight off and rest without too much faffing about, if I'm honest. I'll talk you through what's coming up over the next few days. I've started to plan out next week already. So I'm actually like getting into a habit of planning my week out a week in advance, which is kind of cool, if I'm honest. But tomorrow is Rip Current. So Rip Current is by the guys who made Oakwood, which was the dinosaur camping ground game. Except this one, you're a services agent who gets sent into a facility where science was happening, and now there's dinosaurs. So kind of Dino Crisis coded, but first person. It looks neat. So we're going to do that as a one-shot tomorrow. We're finishing Super Junkoid on Monday, because we're pretty near the end. We've only got a few items left to get, so we should be able to 100% that and then finish up. On Tuesday, we're playing Fatal Frame 2. On Thursday, we've got Dead Space 2. Friday, Ace Attorney, obviously. I need to think of something to slot in on Wednesday. And then on Saturday, we're playing Mouthwashing. So, like I mentioned last stream, Hart very kindly gifted me a copy of that last year, which I didn't get around to playing. And I thought, you know what, we'll save it for Spooky Month, and we can play it then. Otherwise, I'm going to try and find something that I can do as a one-shot, like for maybe Wednesday next week, you know, see how we go. I mean, we could probably slot, I don't know, there's got to be something, right? There's got to be something. I'm going to have a think about that. But anyway. Oh, one more thing. This Sunday coming. It's me and my wife's 18th anniversary. A run of FTL. I mean, maybe. I kind of want to do something that's horror themed. So FTL we could maybe do in November time. Like, we could do Dice Roll FTL. Again, we haven't done that for a while. Dice Roll FTL is always fun. So yeah, I'll have a think about that. But yeah, it's me and my wife's 18th anniversary on Sunday. So we've been together 18 years as a couple and married for 8 of those years. So yeah, that's pretty cool. She puts up with a lot. I don't know how she tolerates it, to be honest, sometimes. But no, I'm spending all of Sunday with her. We're going to be watching Dune Parts 1 and 2. So that should be pretty cool. Right, guys, I gotta go, so my throat is really starting to hurt now. So I will see you soon. You take lots of care in the meantime, alright? Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it is. And if I don't see you before, make sure you have a good one, alright? I'll see you soon. Take care.